Hi, happy spring equinox day. Today I thought I have some plants that I need to pot up, some seedlings that are fully outgrown, that have fully outgrown their little seed tray pots. So I need to pot those up. Figured I would take you along with me in doing that. And then I also just wanted to have a little story time about what got me started in Reiki and kind of give you guys a little backstory about all of that. So I hope Prime is here for one of my books. Pretty orchids. Okay, so here's some plants that I'm going to repot. First up is the nasturtium. Super beautiful orange blooms. This one's variegated too. And the blooms are edible. They usually act as a garnish. All right, second up is this really sad looking sunflower, the mammoth sunflower. I don't know what happened. I think it might have gotten a little bit toasted, and the roots are definitely ready to be repotted. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer on the marigolds and the amaranth and the alyssum. Then over here, see, this one's watermelon. So I'm gonna repot the watermelon and repot the okra. Other than that, I'm gonna give everything else a little bit more time. I had one spinach sprout, and these are all kale. These are all beets. We'll see how they do. They're usually winter, but I lost my winter one, so I was really wanting more. Oh, I have another spinach one popping up. That's exciting. Okay. And then the peppers finally popped up. We have jalapeno, chili, and sweet pepper, so like a bell pepper. And then here we have tomatoes finally popping up. So probably about next week, just feeling the pots. Probably next week or the week after, I'll be repotting the other ones. But I might even wait on the okra and watermelon. But we shall see. Okay, cool. So let's get to potting. Like I said, first up we'll do the nasturtiums, then the sunflowers. I really, really hope the sunflowers make it because I just want them really bad. And then I have this jewel orchid that I have had in this pot for 3 years now, which I cannot believe, to be honest. So I'm going to try and pot it into a terracotta and see how it goes. I have a lot of sphagnum moss that I can use to hopefully help keep it moist. And we'll just see. So I'm going to set that aside. And then I also am going to spray down all of my plants with neem oil. I did it either last week or the week before, but they're in need of it again. Okay, cool. And then what was the last thing? I am probably not going to do this today, but I have agapanthus that I need to plant in the ground. So maybe I'll do it today, but I doubt it. I'll probably do that in the next few days. Yeah, let's do this thing. Okay. This might sound crazy. I wonder if the sunflowers are getting too much sun. And they're still producing new growth. We're just gonna wing it. Okay. So what got me started in Reiki? Well, it all started when I was born. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. A few years ago, I was working in a law office, a medical malpractice plaintiff's law office. And at first I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like I could do this, or I could be interested in this. But also I had grown up around law and specifically around like paralegal work. And I just saw how it impacted the people in my life. And I knew deep down that I didn't really want that for myself. So after about a year and a half of working there and saving up money, I decided to just leave. And I didn't have a plan. I didn't have another job lined up. I really kind of bit the bullet and went for it. And so, oh my gosh, I just noticed one of the sunflowers sprouted. I thought I only had 4, but another one sprouted. I'm so excited. Okay, we're gonna leave that one be. Anyway, so I left and I started a work from home position that was for an interventionist, like drug interventions. So, in between me working for him and me quitting the law firm was maybe like it, it was about a month. During that time, I was really thinking about what I wanted to do. And at first, I thought I really wanted to go into the mental health field. Like, I knew that I wanted to help other people. And so, I thought I wanted to do mental health. And I had been watching a lot of videos. Like, I had been watching a lot of Sonia Choquette. I was watching, what's his name? Oh, I don't want to mess it up, but I want to say it was like Alberto Viodo or something. Um, he is a doctor, but also a shaman. Um, or maybe he's a shamanic practitioner. But I was watching a lot of his videos and was just getting into like more a spiritual realm. And I was finding that a lot of like the mental health field was not, in general, wasn't really resonating with me. Now, therapy itself does resonate with me, but I just kept finding like it didn't feel right. It didn't sit right with me to like go into the field. I went so far as to apply to like 3 different master's programs for mental health counseling. I didn't get into one, and I ended up turning down the others. Like I went so far as to sign up, almost enroll for classes, and then I was just like, I know I'm not gonna want to do this. But in the back of my mind, I kept hearing the word Reiki and I kept kind of entertaining that idea. And eventually one day, uh, I was just like in my room. I wasn't doing a whole lot. I was finding myself. I had started working from home at this point, and I found myself just absolutely not wanting to do any work. All I was doing was just looking up like Reiki practitioners, different Reiki classes, and specifically, I started looking up shamanic Reiki. And I came across this one person's website, and I had been looking through a few, but I came across this one person, and I was like, I'm just gonna sign up for them. They were affordable, and I just really liked how they had laid out their perspective on Reiki, on life, on just healing practices in general, and their use of like shamanic principles through all of it. So I really liked it, and that was, I think, August of last year, September of last year, and classes started like in the next few weeks, and so I was just like, all right, let's do it. And I did it, and yeah, I'm about to take the level 3 class. So the master practitioner class in the next few weeks, and I'm really excited. All right, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just start with these for now. Okay, we're good. I totally thought there were mealybugs in there, and I was gonna be really sad. But we're good. There were no mealybugs. All right, I think the other thing that I did, so I won't put more compost in there, I think I like kind of over fertilized them. There's a little bee bug with us. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, I was kind of nervous to like tell my family and stuff about signing up for Reiki. None of them had really heard about it. But when I told my aunt about it, she was like, "Oh, do you remember when you and I, like, you were like about 5 and you and I used to go to yoga classes together at this local center?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do remember that." And she said, "The woman that taught the classes at the end of the classes would also teach or like channel Reiki on all of us. Like she would touch us and like do Reiki." I was like, "No way." She was like, "Yeah." No, she said, "Yeah." And I remember that. Like I oddly enough remember that happening, and my aunt was like, "Yeah, you used to always want to stay. You would beg us to stay and not go home because you wanted her to do Reiki longer." That's kind of my story as to what got me um, started in Reiki. Man, I'm really killing it right now. This is like a really good job done. I don't want to hurt you. But yeah, so this is like the real me. A little bit silly and goofy and stuff. And I'll channel Reiki for friends. Like my friends right now are really my only clients, and my partner. And I really enjoy it. I find myself needing to do a lot of grounding work before a session just to kind of help me get in the headspace and the spiritual space. But I don't mind that. I mean, it helps me a lot personally. And even like after I do things like this, like I'll channel Reiki to my plants in hopes that it helps with their success rate. Oh, I think I had another sunflower seed popped in there. It looks like there's mycelium growing on this. I'm just gonna plop it in, see what we get. That's so silly. Okay, but I just want to show you. Do you see that little seed right there? Little seed. It popped up. I'm so stoked. All right, last sunflower. Let's get to the nasturtium. Dang, I really did not think that other sunflower seed was gonna sprout. Ha! I love when that happens. This is just extra potting soil I'm putting on. I have the ocean forest one from Fox Farm. It comes with bat guano and earthworm castings. Personally, I really like the Happy Frog one, but I was on a budget. Although technically, after the fact, when I bought it, I realized that the Happy Frog is actually cheaper because the Ocean Forest is like 1.5 quarts for, I think it was like $22, and the Happy Frog was 2 quarts for like $25 or $27. So you live and you learn. Look, you want to see something?
That's so big already.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, little fling. I like what? When did they bite me? I'm just itching all over. So that's cool. All right, so we got 3 watermelon. We got one more to do. Oh, I'm so excited. A lot of my plants that I have right now are orphans or rescue plants, I should say. Either I've rescued from mosquito. Either I've rescued from nurseries that just gave them to me because somebody like returned them or didn't want them, and I have also rescued them from this gardening gig that I do on the side. If I need to like replace people's flowers or herbs or anything, sometimes I'll just take them home with me. That's how I got so many agapanthus, and I have a few petunias and Spanish lavender and coral honeysuckle in pots right now, and I'm really trying propagated them. I'm really trying to get them to go. The the pink petunias are love and life because I didn't propagate them. I just took the root ball and put it in a pot. Everything else is kind of like, oh, I don't know if y'all gonna make it, but I gave them my best. So I'm hoping that by planting repotting these seedlings on the day of the spring equinox, that they will take off a little bit more. It's a symbolism, right? Really don't want to disturb all of these roots, but I just did. My gosh, I'm sorry, okra. I'm sorry, peppers, right now. Dang. Well, you win some and you lose some, you know? So hopefully you stick around, my friend. Ah, man. It's a lot of roots. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put you both together just in case. See, this is what I love to do. These are the things that bring me joy. Well, I have an extra pot. What should I do? Now let's repot this. This jewel orchid. Just gonna put a tiny, eensy weensy bit of dirt in there. Grab some sphagnum moss. I'm just gonna mix the dirt in with the sphagnum moss. Also, fun fact, this shirt is UV proof. It's like SPF 50 or something. I think it was like UVF 50 or something. Got it from REI in the kids section because I am so tiny that I need kid size clothes. I don't need them, but they're cheaper and they fit me. So smart. Anyway, I think that's about it for potting. Let's water them in. Actually, for this one, I'm going to soak it. I really want this sphagnum moss to get really soaked up. And yes, I have just a tree stump. I don't know what it's going to do. Okay. This thing is amazing. I love it. So I have neem oil and dish soap in here. I haven't even potted this agapanthus. It's still going. Like, it's still living its best life. So we love that. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know it's completely different from my past videos. So, yeah, one more thing I wanted to say is thank you so much for all of the comments on the last video. They really touched my heart. Receiving such support what meant a lot to me. It meant so much to me. And the fact that I wasn't even doing it to receive support and I was honestly expecting a lot of people to leave. I'm just very thankful that everybody was so kind about it and had such wonderful, nice things to say. And thank you so much for sticking around. And yeah, I hope you enjoy where this channel is headed. Okay, so my phone died and I didn't realize it, and I was in the middle of the outro. It's a really pretty night out. I hope you all enjoy yours. From my heart to yours, thank you so much from my heart to yours, thank you so much for watching.